Good morning, everybody. It's Diana at Catherine Diana Studios, and I am going to make an altered bag, I guess. It's a, shopping bag, and you can use any bag from anywhere. Even a little lunch bag, I think you could do, and you could add your own handles if you want them, and you could use a piece of yarn or string or twine or whatever, or don't have them at all. Anyway, any little bag, and I was looking at this going, this could be cute for Christmas, a Christmas gift bag. I just need to get rid of that, and I need to get rid of this. So we're going to do this together, and what I decided on, I went through my gift wrap. Now, I buy gift wrap, by the boatloads, because I use it for ephemera, because we all know you go to Michael's or Hobby Lobby or wherever and you buy a small thing of ephemera. I'm looking for something. You'd think thered be something here. I've got some stamps, but so you buy a pack of ephemera and you're paying, $7.99, and hopefully you get it on sale, and you're still spending, half if it's 40 or 50% off. And you're only getting about 6 pieces tops, maybe 8. Usually it's what, like 5, something like that. It's not a lot. But if I spend $3.99 on a roll of paper, or $4.99, look at all that. All of that. And it's all ephemera that I can hand cut out and use. So that's why I list these on my Etsy site too, because I don't need 40 feet of this stuff, but I can use, 10 feet of it. And so I put it together, and then that way, you all don't have to go out and invest $4 or $5 or $6 or $7 or $8 or $9. Some of these rolls I buy are $9 a roll. And it gets expensive. It is expensive. And, this way, when I put these kits together and have a bunch of stuff, it gives you a chance to do it all for a couple of bucks. So save some money. So what we're doing here is, I was thinking I would put like this design. I looked at the color and I thought, all right, I've got something that matches. And I thought I'd put this design on. I'm going to cut a square for both, and then take this, because it's a nice coordinating colors. There's a wrap on there, so there might be some sheen on that. And I'll cut another piece to take care of this. Now, if you don't have any gift wrap, you can always find a piece of scrap paper, magazine image that you like. Take a lunch bag and cut it to fit here to cover this up. And if you've got rubber stamps, you can, do some stamping, and you can even do, all different ways, like anything that has writing. And if you don't have anything with writing, just scribble. Have you ever done that? I don't think I have a piece of scrap paper. Oh, yes, I do. There we go. Hold that thought. You can do something just like this. Where is it? Just like this. We'll do this. And just, well, the ink's not coming through. Well, that doesn't look very good. I hit a lump right there. And, just scribbles like that. And if you just do that in the background and do it lightly, or you can make it more bold if you want to go with something bold, but you can do it with a pencil too, so it's a little more aged, antique-y looking. And it doesn't have to be perfect or anything, because it looks crazy now, but when it's all done and it looks like that, and then you put something on top, if you want to embellish it, you can. So with, some flowers, or, well, this is some of my Halloween stuff. So, but, that in the background with this, and, I'm looking for some red flowers. Some flowers. I mean, this is a really bad example, but there's a lot you could do. So, it's endless, because there's so much stuff around us that we don't, if we think differently, we find stuff super easy and super cheap to use. So, let's get this going. But hopefully those ideas will inspire you, because none of this has to be expensive. Let me get this. This is probably going to make a lot of noise as I pull this off of here. Oh my word. Seriously. Ugh. Goodness. Have y'all noticed that nobody wants you to get into their products anymore? Gosh. Okay, so I'm going to start with this piece. Now, because I moved my desk around and everything, I have no idea where my rulers are. Oh my gosh, where are they? And I had other people helping me, so there's stuff kind of scattered everywhere that I need to find. Holy guacamole. Seriously, I don't know where they are. Okay, well, here, I've got this. Oh, wait, here's one. Yay! Whew, good. All right, so let's do, I guess I'll just cut it. Well, if I go from there to there, I mean, if I do, 6 inches, I got a little play here. So if I did 6 by 5, I'm good. So I'm going to do 2 cuts at 6 by 5. So let me get this out of the way. And because I'm going to open this up and not even see, here's the side of this that's, I'm just going to get what I'm going to get. You know what I mean? Although I wouldn't mind getting that right there. Ooh, but that's really pretty too. And you know what? Instead of cutting, why don't I tear it? I love that. But I need 2, so I can make them different on each side. You can tear with your hand, or it actually is easier to tear with a ruler with a straighter line. That's probably big enough, this piece, so I can just use it like that. All right. So, and it doesn't have to be perfect. This, you know what I mean? Like if it cuts off there and there, that's okay. It's no big deal. Okay, so we're going to do 6 by whatever. What was it, 6 by 5? And as a matter of fact, I'm just going to set this here because I really want, I don't think I'm going to be able to get both images. I can get them both this way. So why don't I just try that? There we go. And by the way, if you use a ruler like this here, I see a lot of people using them this way, and the ruler can slide around. This is a grip so that your ruler doesn't move. It's like when you're cutting on a cutting board in the kitchen and it slides around. Take a paper towel and get it damp and then lay it down underneath and put your cutting board on top and it won't move. So you're less likely to get cut, injured, cut something incorrectly, cut your finger off. That's not a good thing. So let's get this side. So it's not going to be perfect, but that's okay. And I don't know if you noticed, you know what? Why don't I do this way? These squares are here, so they're in inch increments. So I can cut this or tear it to the squares, but that's a tight end there. There we go. But I want to see where the image is going to go, and you can see that corner there isn't exactly perfect, but that's okay. So let's do, hey. And these little bits can come in handy. You've got yourself some washi tape right there, a little strip. It can part of a background on a tag. You can do all kinds of stuff. I'm not saying keep every little piece that you have, because, then we've got nothing but a great big fire hazard in our house. But it is, you know what, I'm going to go over a little bit more. No, I don't know. Anyway, but it is, they really are super duper helpful. All right. So I think I'm going to just take a smidge off that. And I want to do this. This is a little cattywampus. So let me try that again. And I'm going to take a smidge, another smidge off of this end. And all you have to do, if you'd like, you know, if there's a part of the paper that, you know, doesn't look so good, it's not cute, whatever. And I can see that that's still not straight. What's the deal, man? It's off. It's just off. That one is too still. And it really doesn't matter that much. You know? Let me try that. Hey. But if you've got a corner, boy, that's really gonna be a problem, isn't it? Let's try it. See where we get. And I'll tell you where we're gonna get. We're gonna get like this. Now you guys know you can do this, right? If you want to distress it to look like it's been torn, just do that in a pinch. If you have a distress kit, it works even better. I have one, but it's out in my garage, and I need to go get it. I think from was it a Memory Makers? We Are Memory Keepers, Memory Makers? I can't remember. I have 2 incredible distress kits from them that I've had for probably 12 years now. I got them when I was teaching classes at Michael's, and they come in really handy. So, all right, so you see how there's really not much here? I mean, there's something here, but it doesn't quite have the depth and the, well, I guess it is the depth, the presence like here. So you could just put a bow here and then the name tag if you want. So easy peasy. So that's still not quite straight. And, you know, like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. And these lights are starting to get hot, so I am going to turn my fan on. There we go. All right, so just grab your glue. I'm using tacky glue, but you know, Elmer's glue works just as good. Watch your sleeves. I just noticed my sleeve here is trying to get into the glue, so that's not a good thing. And it's always good to have a couple of baby wipes or damp paper towels around, because you end up with glue, and I have some right over here. So, oops, I need to grab some. Forgot. With my new setup here, it's not exactly the way it used to be, because I did a couple of configurations and changes with a few other things, and so not everything's where it used to be. Goodness, I need that to blow on me. It's cold here, but so I'm dressed warm, but man, it's hot in this studio now. Grab a quick sip of water. All right, let's get this other side. Lovely. Piece of cake. So I guess we can do this one maybe that way. I kind of like the Wonderful and the Merry Christmas. We have the Merry Christmas there, so maybe I'll focus on the Wonderful part and just do like so. Maybe. Maybe. That ought to be big enough. Hope so. Sometimes when you're winging it, you really make big mistakes. But they can always be corrected and altered so easily when you're working with paper. Paper is so forgiving, you know? I kind of like that. I'm going to take a little more off that and a little more off of this. And where is my image there? Ooh, it's close. So I can do it more like that, but I like that. There's a tear here that I got to work around. I'm going to have to lose it, because if it's compromised, I don't want it to continue to tear. Know what I mean? So this is much bigger than it needs to be. So I'm going to take that last bit off right there. And like so. I was going to roll up my sleeve, and I forgot to do that. even newspaper. Oops, hello, getting glue everywhere. That's not a good thing. Even newspaper, vintage pieces, contemporary, whatever, can work really cute. It'd be really cute on the front here, and you could stamp it, and you know, you can put a little lace around here. You could put lace on the top. I'm going to spend a little more time on this one just because this has the sides where the bag wants to flip up here. Okay, all right, so now let's just do our cute. And you could even edge these with some distress ink or archival ink, whatever, and it gives it a little more depth, you know, dimension, definition. All right, let me roll this up here. That'll help. Oh, goodness. Okay. So these are 2 inches is more than enough. I mean, I might as well make it 2. I'll go 2.5 because it's nice and even. 2.5 by about 2.5 by 5. 5 is right on the edge of this here, and I've got more than enough to cover that. So 2.5 by 5. And I need 2 of those. And I'm just gonna, I'm cutting way more than I need because I'm gonna make more of these. When I'm done with this video. Okay, let me get my, oops, my cutter, which, I can't get to because I stacked a bunch of gift wrap over here. Oh, where is it? There it is. Now, because this is gift wrap, it is possible it will not cut well in this guillotine style cutter. Now all the gift wrap has fallen and it's all at my feet. I can't move. Oh, there we go. Whatever. Because it just depends. It doesn't always, but it can be a bit of a problem because it's kind of flimsy. So if that's the case, sometimes doubling it over helps. But what does really help is if you adhere this paper to a piece of scrap paper, and it gives it a little more heft, and then it cuts a little bit easier. So, but I'm going to give it a try. So we'll go to our 5 inches? So we're going to try our 5, and I'm going to keep it, since this is uneven, I got to match the 5 inches right along this line. That ought to do it. All right, let's see, because sometimes it just makes it bend. I gotta watch my finger. I don't have that guard on there. Hey. Yeah, I did all right. All right, that was 5. And then now I'm gonna get rid of that. Messy, messy edge. Okay. And it was, I believe, 2.5 inches, was it? Goodness, this still didn't cut it very well, did it? Let me try it again. I want a straight cut here, so. I don't think I got this wide enough. Maybe. And what's nice about this, it's not quite straight, but I don't think it's really going to matter too much. What's nice about this is because it's gift wrap, excuse me. Dang it, I had the big cooties, and I still have problems with my voice and hoarseness and stuff. And I think that's about 2.5. Yeah, it's a little bit bigger, but that's okay. And by the way, these make great cluster backgrounds, so there you go. Anyway, so because it's gift wrap, we can crease it easily. so that it's not a problem, you know, to bend and flex with the bag. So, like so. So let me put that one in and see if we can do that again. Hopefully it's pretty straight. Kind of hard to get it straight a bit because this end right here has this, there's the line, and then this goes in and it crumples and creases just a little bit differently, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. Oop, that's a little, see how it is a little bit wonky, isn't it? Let's see how that's going to be. Yeah, I'm not liking that. I want a straight, a much more straight cut. And this is cut a little unevenly. You know, I'm not really a perfectionist. I've been accused of that, but I'm not. I think details are important, and I want something to be pretty, but that doesn't make me a perfectionist. But people who aren't artistic, I think in this case, don't really necessarily understand that, and that's why they think, well, you're a perfectionist. No, not in the least. If I was a perfectionist, I wouldn't let my hair roots grow out 2 and 3 inches in between getting my hair color, because I can't decide just what I want to do. Or the fact is that I just don't care. Know what I mean? I think a perfectionist probably wouldn't do that. That would be my thought. But what do I know? I'm retired now. I don't have to know anything. All the things that I had to know, I'm trying very hard to forget. So I can make room for fun stuff, like what to do with glitter and paper and glue. All right, so you can see a little bit of lumps there. And that is going to be from the glue. So maybe using a glue stick would be better. And again, I don't think everybody's really going to notice. But also, if you can get it on a flat surface, get your fingers under there, spread it out. And then what you can do probably is, when you get your glue on, just spread it with your finger on the opposite side before you put it down. So I'll do it like that on the other side. So there we go. So see, and that matches this. The only difference is this has a sheen to it, whereas this doesn't. If you want it to match, you probably could distress this a little bit and get that sheen off of that. You could also possibly put like a matte Mod Podge on it, or if you wanted this to have a little bit of a gloss, you could use like a gloss Mod Podge and put that on top. So I think you can work around either way. All right, let's get that other piece, wherever it went. I'm probably looking right at it. Is that it? Yeah. All right, let me get this one back in the center here, because it's not quite in the center. That one's a lot closer. All right, so you know what? I'm going to do edges with glue, and then I'll do the center with the glue stick and see how that works. All right, and let's get this nice and neat here, or as neat as possible. It's not going to be perfect. And I need to make note that I got a little bit of adhesive there. That's the thing with adhesives. They can kind of get everywhere, and you set your stuff down, and then you end up with a problem. All right, let's give this a whirl. Oh, I see. I can see already. It looks better. Woo! Hey, 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 hey. That's not cool. Do this right. And with the fan on, I think my glue's going to dry really quickly. That looks better. Much more smooth. So there you go. See the difference? Of course, you can see a little glue that I have there. I need to wipe that off, but so that side looks better than, you know, this side. It's got a couple of little gloppy glops in it. there we go. So it's done, and super cute, super easy. Adds just a little something to a bag that didn't have any festive anything to it. And so, like I said, now this here, I think I'm going to put a little extra glue on that just to keep it. So if you notice yours doing the same, that might be a good idea. But you can, hey, come on, get in there. Let me get that there. You can doctor this up a bit. Get all that. This glue here dries much more clear, so keep that in mind, than say Fabri-Tac. I know a lot of people like to recommend using Fabri-Tac, and I love it. I use it a lot too, but it dries shiny, and so you'll see it. So you have to be careful with that. If you miss any and don't wipe it up properly, so, or get it all, or if it's underneath some lace or something, it'll show up. So anyway, so like you can doctor this up with, do I have any lace in here? I've got this stuff, but this is my little leftover. Well, I have a tiny piece. But you know, say you wanted to pick up on the black. So if you have some black lace to put across there, I don't have any right here in front of me. Or even some charming little white lace to go across here. That would be darling. And then you can put, you know, a little bow here or their name tag. And once you have all your paper in and everything for your gift, ta-da! So I think it's going to be really cute. And I have evergreens, so I'm going to attach real evergreens. And probably a pretty flower. I've got a little, well, I don't know where it went. It's around. Anyway, I have some red poinsettias flowers that I'm going to put on, and it'll be really cute. So there you go. So some way to recycle and reuse a little bag for the holidays that has a name brand on it, and you can just cover it up with some gift wrap or some handmade paper that you want to make. Magazine cutouts, book cutouts, anything that's interesting and cute, and that works. So anyway, hope you all have a great day, that you're doing great, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.